So this is the Astro Dice. This is the tool that I work with that is called the Astro Dice, and it's a very basic tool. It consists of 3 dice, and they relate to astrological knowledge. They relate to astrological information, but we're not actually dealing with present astrological knowledge. It's all very much used in a way of rolling these dice and looking at the symbols, decoding the symbols and these keys, these astrological symbols and keys. So the 3 dice consist of planets, the 12 planets, the 12 signs, and the 12 houses. So when we do a reading with this tool, we're looking at how these different symbols communicate or connect to each other. So within a reading, which I'm going to demonstrate shortly, I will roll these dice and then I will assess and look at what the planetary energy is, what the house it's falling in is, and what the sign is. So the house is the first thing I'll probably look at in the reading. I'll look at that because the house relates to what area of life are we looking at here? What are we dealing with? Are we talking about, you know, family? Are we dealing with love, relationship? Are we dealing with work? Are we dealing with spirituality? Are we dealing with travel? What are we dealing with? So that 12, you know, those 12 houses, that first sign, or rather first house that I look at is the one that's going to give me indication as to what's happening, or what area of life we'll be looking at. Then I'll explore and look at the planet, and I'll look at, you know, the sign. The planetary energy is usually the next thing I look at. The planetary energy, you know, the planetary energies govern signs. So I'll look at the planetary energy and I'll assess that and see then how it relates and connects with the sign. And then I'll put it all together and form that, you know, unique reading, that unique interpretation of how these astrological symbols, how these astrological components combine with this tool. So let's demonstrate it. I'm going to do now a compatibility reading for Bill and Jane. So I'm going to think about them and think about their relationship. They've just been dating recently, you know, for the last couple of months, and they're thinking about, you know, if they really have a good relationship and if they have what it takes to be compatible. So I'm going to think now about them. I'm going to roll the dice and give this compatibility reading. Okay, so straight away we see the second house coming up. Second house suggests this is the house dealing with physical world, but it's also dealing with values. So it suggests they share similar values, which is fantastic. They probably are quite consciously aligned about how they see the world and what they want to have for their future. So straight away, this does suggest a good compatibility because it's saying that they're consciously aligned and they have similar values. Next, we're going to look at that planetary energy. We've got Jupiter there, which is fantastic. Jupiter is the bringer of gifts, the clearer of obstacles. So this does suggest they bring out the best in each other. And they bring a sense of opportunity, they bring a sense of wonder, they bring a sense of excitement in. And finally, we've got Taurus here coming up. Now, Taurus is associated and connected to the physical world and is actually linked to the second house. So the second house and Taurus are actually related to each other. This does suggest they either work together or they do the same work, or they could in the future work together. There's a real feeling that this connection could be more than just a relationship on a love level relationship. This could be a me and you against the world and we're working together kind of compatibility here. So I would say this is a great relationship and has potential to be even more than just that love relationship. This could be working together, this could be sharing similar vision, this could be sharing similar goals and actually achieving and creating things together as well. So I would say a great compatibility there. And that's a reading with the Astro Dice.